I'm Carly Shimkus here with your Fox News update on Facebook Watch. Today, the House is expected to move forward with its plan to force President Trump out of office. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says if the vice president does not invoke the 25th Amendment, they will move forward with a second impeachment. The president only has 9 days left in office. Pelosi saying, quote, there is strong support in the Congress for impeaching the president a second time. This president is guilty of inciting insurrection. He has to pay a price for that. Pelosi wants the vice president to respond within 24 hours of the House acting. Some House Republicans are asking for the speaker not to impeach, instead focusing on unifying the country. Kentucky Congressman James Comer tells Fox and Friends First he opposes the impeachment push.
Strongly encourage President-elect Joe Biden to not have Pelosi and Schumer do this. I encourage him to call upon them to end this and focus on his agenda. I've said many times, it seems like over the past 2 years since the Democrats flipped the House and became the majority, that their sole priority was impeaching President Trump, and now they have an opportunity in a new administration, and they're still talking about impeachment.
Now, another option under consideration, a congressional censure. D.C.'s delegate Eleanor Holmes Norton writes, a censure resolution is the only way to send a bipartisan bicameral message without delay to the country and the world that the United States is a nation of laws. Meantime, the White House American flag flies at half-staff to honor 2 Capitol Hill police officers who have died since last week's riot. Flags are to be lowered at federal buildings until sunset Wednesday. One of the officers, Brian Sicknick, was a 12-year veteran of the force. Yesterday, hundreds of police officers lined the streets in D.C. to salute a funeral procession for him. The department also mourning the loss of Officer Howard Liebengood, who died Saturday while off duty. As of a few hours ago, social media app Parler is officially offline after Amazon boots it off its servers. It comes after both Apple and Google removed Parler from its app store. Jackie Abanias is live with how the company is responding this morning. Jackie, this is a major deal. Big story here.
Yeah, huge story, Carly. Parler is feeling targeted by this big tech crackdown. Just a short time ago, CEO John Mates sharing this statement, quote, we will likely be down longer than expected. This is not due to software restrictions. We have our data and everyone's software ready to go. Rather, it's that Amazon's, Google's, and Apple's statements to the press about dropping our access has caused most of our other vendors to drop their support as well. Mates spoke with Maria Bartiromo on Sunday Morning Futures. He's, of course, deeply concerned that stifling free speech could happen to anybody.
Is devastating is what it is, and it's an assault on everybody. They made an attempt to not only kill the apps, but to actually destroy the entire company. They could destroy anybody. If they did this to any app, any company, it would completely destroy them.
Meanwhile, Congressman Devin Nunes is demanding big tech companies be held accountable for this.
There is no longer a free and open social media company or site for any American to get on any longer, because these big companies, Apple, Amazon, Google, they have just destroyed what was likely, Parler is likely $1 billion company. Poof, it's gone. There should be a racketeering investigation on all the people that coordinated this attack.
A long list of social media sites have now either banned or restricted President Trump as of this morning, including Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. The president is also reportedly planning to use his final days in office to fight back against big tech. That could potentially include executive action on Section 230 or other protections for tech companies and platforms. Carly?
All right, Jackie, thank you so much. Thanks for keeping us updated. Meantime, the search is intensifying to locate the black boxes on board the Indonesian airplane that crashed into the Java Sea. 62 people are feared dead. Investigators believe the plane's jet broke apart when it hit the water. It vanished just minutes after taking off from the country's capital city airport. Crews have only found a few pieces of debris, as well as some human remains. Today, several states begin the next phase of COVID-19 vaccinations. First responders and frontline workers, including teachers and police officers in Massachusetts, New York, Michigan, and Virginia, are now eligible. Those over 75 years old in New York and Virginia can roll up their sleeves as well. In Michigan, it's 65 and older. Meanwhile, Los Angeles County is allowing additional healthcare workers to get the vaccine, including those who work in nursing homes. Makes sense? President Trump heading to the southern border today to celebrate major progress on his signature campaign promise.
The wall is going up many miles a week. We hope to have over 400, but maybe as much as 500 miles.
The president is traveling to Texas to mark the completion of 400 miles of border wall. It will be his first public event since the attack on Capitol Hill. Those are your top headlines. I'm Carly Shimkus with your Fox News Update on Facebook Watch.